we were doing fraud. Someone you post after some time the news breaking. Then I'm going to bring the news to you this afternoon. This video I'm making, I'm going to save the video and keep the video in your record. I'm going to give you a news. The news I'm going to give you is going to be an interesting news. Very, very interesting. You don't want to miss it. That means drink my coffee. The news is an interesting news. You know, yesterday, I the one I told you for Client we are the woman they call Client we are. Were under investigations. Yesterday when I make a statement, I never make a statement for a blind side. I make a statement from an accurate perspective. The woman they call Client we are. Client we are the president of Liberia wife, and they put her under investigation this afternoon. I think the BBC, I will try to, the woman in Sierra she in trouble. The one in Sierra Fatima, she in trouble, serious trouble. That, she's the one even said I make up for people to know, according to our African propaganda website. She's the one even said that told April for finance where white can be getting $2 million, not $1 million. So before that, I will play the video. I share the video, but some of you people never know what I share that video for. You never knew. I will share the video. I'll play the video so you listen. Then I will narrate the story because it wasn't deep. I will narrate the story. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. This is how the investigation started. You know, Client we are in the African president, their wife, they in Africa throwing hefty party. Hefty party. They will invite each other. You know they got children's school bend they do, you know it's a fraud, eh? The what kind we are then doing, you know it's a fraud. He's not gonna help me. He's not gonna help me that story to you. Very interesting. That organization is a scam. The president of Sierra Leone wife, she got busted. So before that, I will explain the story to you. That 4 president wife that into that team. Before that, I share the video. You never listen to the video yet. You never listen to the video yet. The president of Sierra Leone wife said, Georgia woman is getting $2 million. She's the one I explained it to journalists. Please. I will tell you the story because the whole story they never play on BBC, please. So, please can't listen to this story. I share the video so you don't want to listen to the video. You don't want to listen to the video? You do? Okay, let me play the video.
Every first lady start with Nigeria. Nigeria first lady in budget now $12 million in budget. I don't know if you hear me.
Oh yeah.
In budget now $12 million. Nigeria first lady. Now come now every other country within the sub-region. Every first lady gets in personal budget. Personal. I don't know if you understand that word today. Personal budget. Then get her. Close home here to Liberia. In budget now almost $2 million a year. 2 million. Now what is Fatima Bio?
That lady, she was telling the journalist, I will tell you the story. Let me try to get the story to our listener so you listen to the BBC journalist. Please, give me a second.
Along the Freetown Peninsula.
Where he went to get so much that he can.
That is, hundreds of thousands of US dollars have been illegally used to furnish the office of the First Lady. The allegations, which are made by the US-based organization Africanist Press, also say the same office received millions of dollars from the National Treasury, despite it not being a public office. Umaru Fofana has been looking at the allegations.
I'm sitting in my car along the Freetown Peninsula. This is Bendembo Junction. Here, overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, is a 3-story cream-colored building. On its gate is a palm print with the inscription, "Hands off our girls." There are armed security personnel keeping guard outside the building. This is the office of the First Lady of Sierra Leone. Billions of leones, that is hundreds of thousands of US dollars, are alleged to have gone into furnishing the office of Fatima Bio, as contained in the Africanist press. The publication says the amount is part of millions of dollars from the Central Treasury that have gone into running an office which is not a public office and so cannot and should not be funded with taxpayers' money. Cherna Alphaba is the editor-in-chief of the Africanist Press. He gave me the highlights of their report via WhatsApp from the United States.
In the last 2.5 years of the administration, at least a total of $3 million of government funds were illegally disbursed to the office of the First Lady. We were able to see that, for example, in 2018, a total of $789,000 that were disbursed from the consolidated fund to the organization. We have spent in 6 months on furnishing the office of the First Lady on questions of electronic equipment, on fuel, travel tickets, and hotel accommodation costs for foreign guests of the president's wife. According to the laws of Sierra Leone, the financial regulations, a non-state institution is not authorized to receive public funding.
But Fatima Bio has strenuously denied any wrongdoing.
You are in my office, and I don't think you can spend 700. I don't even know how much the money was that he was talking about. What I have here, I have a desk, I have a sofa chair for people to sit, and I have a conference table here. It's definitely not true.
Chernaba has further alleged that money that should have gone into the fight against the widespread sexual abuse of girls went into ostentatiousness.
The public money that was given to the organization for the fight against rape and teenage pregnancy were mostly spent on personal shopping needs. But most importantly, both the disbursement, the conjuncture allocations were in violation of the finance laws of the country, and the utilization of the funds did not follow the finance regulations, especially the Public Finance Management Act.
The First Lady explained to us how she receives money for the running of her office.
As far as I know, every First Lady before me, when they want something, they go to State House and they write. The office of the First Lady is part and parcel of the presidency. So if you want a table, you write to the office of the president. They buy the table and they brings it. How it is sourced, who sourced it, how much was paid, that is not my own concern because they don't consult me on those things.
So the office did receive funding from the Consolidated Revenue Fund, but through the office of the president. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying my office writes to the office of the president. So where they got the money from, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know where they took it from.
How about when you launched your Hands Off Our Girls campaign, which is to protect young girls against predatory men? You invited some West African First Ladies to attend. Did you pay for their flights and accommodation?
I paid for the accommodation. That is what happened to when I visit them. The President of the Republic of Sierra Leone put together the Hands Off Our Girl campaign. I am the face of the project.
So you are sure that all the procurements that happened legally, procedurally?
Like I said, those are questions that only the office of the president can answer.
I contacted the office of the president through the head of communication, Dr. Patrick Mwana. He assured me that the information minister would talk. Following a meeting at State House, apparently on the interview request, Information Minister Mohamed Rahman Soare called me to say no one would take the interview. I contacted the head of the Anti-Corruption Commission, Francis Benkaifala, to know whether or not they had looked into the matter. Not yet, he said, adding, and I quote, "The office is captured under audit and we will do her part as part of that review process."
Umaru Fofana reporting there. Now,
Trouble! That lady, when she had the interview, she said the president of Liberia, the 40-day of Liberia office got $2 million. Yes. They dare paying hotel. They say they dare paying hotel, paying for expensive hotel. Go there. They say that thing a scandal. They think like we are then doing, they say that scandal. That scandal, that fake. That fake. That girl, something they doing, that fake. That serious fake, oh. That fake. Because Technically, how do you get 1.5 million naira to a client we have to go do charity? What sense does it make? 1.5 million, 2 million naira. They fight the president. They say when they go to that meeting, they pay for flight. They said when the woman said in one of her interview, she said when they came to Liberia, they fight there or Liberia client, we are pay for the ticket, she pay for the hotel, she pay for everything. You want me to play that video? You want me to play? That's fake. Now they're asking her, where do you get this money from? They said they should ask the office of the president. Then you put get 2 million naira giving it to client we are. The president of Sierra Leone wife under investigation. For not seeing guilty. Though, Liberian, I see you post celebrating a fly light. Kere, 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 kere. You know, when you get Syria country, it's good to. Country that Sierra Leone is like the poor, they're trying to prosecute this woman. Because they want to prosecute her for corruption. Y'all get this woman, listen to her testimony. Before they do Liberia.
Close home here to Ghana, every other country within the sub-region, every first lady gets in personal budget. Personal. I don't know if you understand that word, the personal budget. Then get her. Close home here to Liberia. In budget now almost $2 million per year. 2 million. Now, what is Fatima Bio in budget? I believe you will answer. So when you write you rubbish, now for also say, this Fatima is really under all odds with everything. She still work. Me without that budget, the money where you they talk about, where you they say I eat in 6 months. Mister, I not touch her. Me hand not touch her. Everybody in this country knows say I launched the Hands of Our Girl campaign. And everybody in this country knows say I do waiting no other first lady not able for do in this country. And that is bringing another first lady into this country. I not bring one, but bring 6 other first ladies within the sub-region. Bring 2 foreign ministry within the sub-region, bring the head of the deputy head of ECOWAS, and bring the deputy head of the AU in this in the whole of Africa, inside Sierra Leone, for can launch the Hands of Our Girl campaign. Now, would you feel say will pay the bill? When you want to let the world know who you are, when you want to let the world know what your country stand for, when you want to let the world know, say yes, you young government and the country where you dey under, the president where you dey under, that president he believe in gender equality. You have to do something for make the world know. So yes, I use that money towards that, because all the people that they were there for coming to this country, now somebody get for foot them bill. Anytime another first lady invites me for Ghana in country, now in they buy me tickets. Now in they buy me PA in tickets, he buy me security then tickets, he buy me media people then tickets, now they can buy them tickets. So when then they come to me, the same thing applies.
So you want to tell me when a woman went to Liberia, that's what? I never know. So you can be buy each other plane ticket to fly. Ooh, okay. You're listening to you need to listen. So the next time you see 4 ladies then flying to Liberia, black thing is happening to Africa.
I buy them tickets. And when they come, now me they host them, now me call them in my country, I get for pay them hotel bill. So just in case, if you don't know, now that one day, I had over 32 guests within the sub-region who come for the Hands of Our Girls campaign. We come for can lunch for me. And they all be supposed for fly can Sierra Leone. They know they work. Not to say that they just come out in the room, they work go, they reach na Sierra Leone. Now plane get for bring them car. So I have to pay their airfare. And when you come up and down one day, when they reach na your country, now you get for feed them. Now you get for put them in a hotel. Who that they do that one day?
Yeah.
If it's a puller. Now the state get for pay for her because the president say we get for do.
Yeah. The other one I expensive one. Oh. So you invite each other. No, I told the President Fatima Bio was a good guy. So do 32 different guests from around Africa. You pay for that ticket. You pay for that hotel. That is the job your wife is doing in Liberia. And those other ones, they are fool. No, because first of all, they said when they start investigating this woman, I said, "Client, we are on an investigation." This other woman from Liberia, of course, she on an investigation. Other than doing a girl, wow, una charity ni back to school girl. Back to school. Back to school, please.
Whatever it takes for make sure see the equality that Sierra Leone deserves, Sierra Leone gets. And if I use my platform as the First Lady, I use it wisely to bring the attention to the world. I bring Sierra Leone and the world in attention. Now, I don't bring Sierra Leone. From the United Nations, everybody in the United Nations knows Sierra Leone today and they know hands of our girl. So if we not be spend that money there, tell me, Mr. Chernoba, you that know everything, tell me how they will know what will they do in this country. Today, Sierra Leone is one of the best countries where the world they make us an example today. You know why? Because we are transparent and because...
Boy, I never know that. So, let me ask a question. So you want to tell me all the 4 days that I can be coming to Liberia, that client where I can be paying for that ticket, paying for that hotel, everything? So do let me try to drink lay water. Because I don't believe this thing. I'm just asking for my children their record. Tell me. You pay for that plane ticket, you pay for the journey, you pay for everything. Then you call that. They say there's scandal that been going on. The president of Liberia, why he involved? I want you to save that video. I want you to save that video. Because that lady was making accusation, client we are getting 2 million out of 2 million. How does he know? This video is going to be a very interesting video. Let me try to drink my lazy king. No, I don't drink beer. No. Let me give you the information. I'm going to give you the information. It's going to be an interesting information. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Before I start the video, I told you I'm going to play a couple of videos before I give you the information. Some of you people, if you just joining the video that I'm making, I want you to save the video. I want you to keep the video for yourself, for your children. You see, in Liberia, there's no security in Liberia now. I can tell you for a fact. In the country, there's no security now. If you live in the country, I want you to do me a favor. If you live in Liberia, I want you to do me a big favor. The information I'm going to give you accurate information. After the hour, go home. After the hour, go home. Don't depend on police officer in Liberia. Police officer in Liberia just carry gun. But they are not security. They don't in charge of the country. I will give you the information. The information I will give you, I want you to save the video. Let me try to drink my water.